Hey y'all, gang. So I've realized that I probably should not take these videos at nighttime because it's impossible for you guys to see my face. So maybe next time I'll try doing one in the daytime so you can see my face. Anyway, so I've been meaning to make this video since like the game came out, but I kind of just didn't feel like doing it, but now I feel like doing it, so I'm going to do it. So Project Diva Mega 3.9. It came out and I think it's really great. However, I'm going to be completely honest and say the only reason I was really excited for it was just because it was a new Project Diva game. That's really the only reason I was excited for it. Excuse me. At this point, um, yeah, it's a pretty lazy game. I have to honestly admit, it's a pretty freaking lazy game. Um, I am glad that it's a thing. I am glad. But there's just so many things that are kind of wrong with it. And I don't know, just the fact that they have one new costume, 10 new songs. The graphics are kind of... Okay, but honestly, I can't complain about the graphics because it's the Nintendo Switch. Like, it's not a Sony platform, it's not a PS4, so I can't really complain about that. And the Toon Shader, but then again, they could have went back to the PS Vita and PS3 F and F2 graphics, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so let me think of some categories to review Project Diva Mega 3.9. So I'll be right back. Alright, so first up we'll do the difficulty. So it's definitely a lot harder than the PS4 version, just because I'm not used to A, B, X, and Y. I haven't played Mariah that often, and yeah, it's definitely a lot harder. I'm very upset that they brought the old charts back, though. That's so lazy and lame. Like, come on now. You could do new charts at least. But, you know, it's whatever. At least it's A, B, X, and Y, so it gives it a bit more difficulty. And next up is the soundtrack. Now, again, I've stated this before, but yes, it's disappointing that we're only getting 100, I think it's 101, I don't know, 101 songs. However, I think the song, oh, look at that. Okay, sorry. I think the song choices are great. I think they chose some very good, iconic Miku songs. There are a few that are kind of like, why did they bring this in and not this in? For example, The Secret Garden. Not really sure why they brought that in over what? Negaposi Continues, Kokoro. I don't know why they brought in The Secret Garden compared to those. But for the most part, the songs they did bring in are good. And honestly, I don't think you can complain about that because there's always going to be songs. What was I going to say? Because even if you brought in all the old classic songs, people are going to be complaining about none of the new songs are in the game. And so people are just going to find something to complain about every single time. So the song list that they have now, I think is fine. It's great. That's probably the best they could have done. I'm surprised they did pretty good with it, actually. But yeah, I'm just the only. I mean, there's a lot of songs I'm disappointed with. But the two main ones that I'm disappointed with are Clover Club, because that's my second favorite Vocaloid song, and Negaposi Continues, because it just doesn't make any sense that that song's not in the game. They have Sadistic Music Factory, so they have to have Negaposi Continues. There's no reason they shouldn't have that one. And people might say, oh, copyright or they don't have the rights. But Hello Planet is in the game, and that's by the same person that made Negaposi Continues. And 3.9 is in the game, and it's by the same person that made Negaposi Continues. So it doesn't really make sense that Negaposi Continues is in the game, but you know what? It's fine. They have DLC. And speaking of DLC, I think the DLC is a stupid idea. Why did they not... The DLC is like the clearest sign of a cash grab. People have said before that it was a cash grab, and I didn't want to believe that, but seeing the DLC, yeah, it's a freaking cash grab. They could have just put in those songs in the beginning. What the heck? Okay. They could have just put those songs in from the start. But they decide it would be DLC if it was like released a month after the thing came out. It was released a day after the game came out. Just put it in the freaking game. You don't have to pay for it. The season pass was $45. I got it, obviously, but not obviously, but I got it. But still, that's kind of crazy. Just put the songs into the game. I don't have to pay for it, especially when they come out one day after. So yeah, that's something. And then I'm going to talk about the graphics, not for long, but it's a Switch game. The graphics are not, and it's a lot of songs and a lot of costumes and a lot of PV stuff, especially Senbon Sakura and songs like that, Decorator. But funnily enough, I've never really seen any frame rate drops with Senbon Sakura and Decorator in those songs. However, the song that is so bad, that has so much lag, it's so apparent and it's very distracting, is Sakura Rain. That song is so distracting to play because the frame rate is so bad and it's so slow and laggy. So, yeah. And that's for the graphics. Give me a sec to think of any more categories. Alright, so next up we got the songs. So the new songs, I'm going to separate it into the song and the PV. So, yeah. So we got 10 new songs. I think the song selection is fine. Luckily, I think the song selection is fine. My favorite song out of the 10 new songs they added is Roki. And I like a lot of the new songs. The only one I don't... Okay. Jitterbug is a good song. I like the song. I hate it. I hate the fact that it's in Project Diva. It is so difficult and awkward to play. It's not fun difficult. It's like stupid, dumb, awkward difficult. The rhythm is so weird and doesn't... It's like Kimi no Taion, but hard. So that song can leave for all I care. But the rest of the songs are pretty good. Now for the PVs, I'm just going to talk about the 5 ones that have a PV. Let's start with Teo. That's the worst PV out of the new songs. That's an obvious point. I don't like the song Teo. It's way too high. I wish they pitched her voice down a little bit. But yeah, so that's Teo. And then we have, let me think, Alien. The PV is pretty good for that song. It's a pretty good PV. The song is fine. 3-9 Music. First half, boring. Second half, I really like it. And I love the song. And then we have Hibana. People are going crazy for that PV. I don't know. It's good, but it's not, like, really good. It's a fine PV, whatever. And there's 2 more. Roki. The fact that you can't change the modules is freaking stupid. Why would you have those type of modules if you can't change what they look like? That's really stupid to me, but whatever. And, am I Oh, Catch the Wave. Catch the Wave is really good. I got triggered because someone said that, it was a better version of Nya 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 Nya. And when I rewatched Nya 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 Nya, no. I think Nya Nya Nya's PV is better than Catch the Waves, even though I do like Catch the Wave is the best PV out of the new songs, but Nya 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 is a much better PV because it looks like effort was put into it. Because, Catch the Wave was too, but for Catch the Wave, it's still her dancing. There are sections where she's going to different trips and around the world and stuff, but she's still dancing like through half of it. No, there's no dancing in Nya Nya Nya. It's her going around the world, looking at new things and all that stuff. There's no dancing until the very end. So, yeah, that's the tea, sis. And I think that's all for the new PVs. And I guess that's all I want to say for this game, so... Ching dong ding dong day! Dongi bang 'Dong 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 '
no kanne hai bonga 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 bonga